And welcome back to Hannity as we continue with the author of a brand new book just out today, Never Trust a Liberal Over Three, especially a Republican. Ann Coulter is with us. All right, this dynamic of winning versus principle.
Yes.
You answered and you said, yes, conservatism works.
Yes.
Then why did every Republican who voted, who campaigned on the idea to repeal Obamacare, that's now attacking Ted Cruz and insulting him and buying Harry Reid's line, I blame them more than I blame Obama and Reid for where we are right now.
Right, because the Coulter maxim, there are a lot of bad Republicans, there are no good Democrats. But look, Obamacare is an illustration of the bad things that happen in America when Democrats win. Every time Democrats get a bulletproof majority in the House and the Senate, the country takes 100 steps backwards. I mean, that's what gave us the Great Society programs. That's what led America to sell out Vietnam after the Vietnam War because of the post-Watergate Congress. I mean, Obamacare was passed with one party saying, ha ha, we have 60 votes. It wasn't, they did not persuade the American people. The American people were not clamoring for it. And I understand Tea Partiers or conservatives, let me say, being angry and wanting to pin everything on the establishment Republicans, but I think it's a shibboleth the same way blaming conservatives, pro-lifers, or Tea Parties is a shibboleth.
Well, let me give you an example why I think it's wrong.
Because is a big problem. Some establishment Republicans are a problem. Sometimes we're going to have to support a rhino, so to speak, if it's not a conservative state. Look, it did not help us to have Christine O'Donnell run in Delaware. That is a state that has not and I love her. That's a state that has not voted for a Democrat for president in 18 years. Christine O'Donnell would have been a great candidate in about 36 states. Delaware was not one of them. That matters. If we hadn't lost these 8 Senate elections, not all of them because of Christine O'Donnell, sometimes for consultants, we would have a majority in the Senate right now. Obamacare would be gone.
We keep, all right, Bob Dole, John McCain. I wouldn't argue as much Mitt Romney. I think Mitt Romney would have been a really good president.
Oh, he would have been great.
All right, so we agree on that. All right, I think he would have been. I think he would have gotten everything in balance and budget, everything organized. It would be just totally the opposite of what we got now.
Yes.
Okay, but every time a rhino Republican like McCain is running, I got a call during the McCain campaign. What do you think about Joe Lieberman for VP? Before they picked Sarah Palin. Seriously. So why?
Sean,
what does this party stand for?
Sean, darling, I would just like to remind you.
Yes, sweetheart.
Who was more anti-John McCain than any human being? More than the Democrats.
But what they're going to want Chris Christie next time. You liked Chris Christie for a while.
I think his constant unprovoked attacks on Republicans, but the main thing is, I mean, what separates the mice from the men right now is amnesty. And this is a larger point about Republicans, and that is Republicans are the party of the middle class. We are a populist party. We have the millionaires, they have the billionaires. They have the welfare recipients, Hollywood and Wall Street. We are a party of the people, and unfortunately, because of campaign finance laws, as explained in my book briefly.
Yeah, you went into that a lot.
You have to spend so much time fundraising that suddenly Republicans are believing their own bad press. They seem to believe, oh, we are the party of Wall Street. No, that's not us Republicans. Go back to your roots. Americans do not want amnesty. And that's the only issue the Republican Party, your establishment, seems to keep pushing.
Not my establishment.
The only things Republicans have ever been tenacious on are ending slavery and promoting civil rights. Yay, good for Republicans.
You know what's
Number
missing,
two,
too?
Abortion. And now suddenly amnesty because they're sucking up to Wall Street instead of the American people.
I think that you said a lot there that's true that I agree with. But let me just say this. I want somebody to articulate a solution-based, solution-oriented agenda and inspire people. Who is it?
Well, I think we have a fair number of them right now, and I think
Cruz.
we should be very proud of Ted Cruz and Mike Lee. They are doing what we want them to do.
They're hated by the Republicans. They're hated within their own party.
That makes me love them more. And Ted Cruz and Mike Lee are the only other conservatives I've ever seen besides me who seem to enjoy being attacked by liberals.
All right. The book is, I think, one of your best. Very funny, provocative. Liberals will hate you for it, but it's never.
No, they agree with me now.
Never trust a liberal over three, especially a Republican. That's true. They may agree with that.
I won them over.
All right. Great book. Amazon.com, bookstores everywhere. Up next.